la 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 la. What's going on, everybody? I think we're live. I don't know if we're live, but I think we're live. Stupid commercials. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Happy Sunday, Sunday social time. Good to have you all here. We're going to have fun tonight. Got a little bit of mousekeeping to get to going, and then we're going to do our Small World. It's Disney 101 Small World night. I'm going to talk Small World. After we're done talking Small World, after that, we'll draw for next week. Yeah, I think we're going to do next week. Yep. So, got a lot going on. Good to have everybody here. Hope everybody had fun this afternoon. Melissa? I don't know what that was. I thought I heard her scream. Anyway, hope everybody had fun this afternoon at Epcot. We had a good time. Got some rides in. Got to see some characters. It was a blast, for sure. We had friends there, so we had lunch with them, so that's why we had to cut it short. We were almost at 3 hours, or a little over 2 hours, I guess. But anyway, it was a good time. And tonight, we're going to have fun with the Sunday Social. We're going to talk all things It's a Small World. I'll have the polls up in a little bit. But before that, let's go over a few things. Tuesday night, look for a possible stream from Magic Kingdom Tuesday night. Do some Happily Ever After fireworks. Going to start inching into some more night streams for sure, especially with the new parade coming. We're going to definitely want to be around the parks a little bit more in the evening for those types of things. And also, as we get closer and closer, oddly enough, we got to start mentioning it. The holiday stuff's going to be coming soon. I mean, we're heading into July. August, Halloween will start up, and then we're off and running with the holidays here down in Orlando and Disney. So expect some more night streams for sure. We will be live next Sunday as well. Not sure yet. It might be Magic Kingdom. If we do it on Tuesday, we might do it on Sunday too. I don't know yet. We'll see. But expect all that. But anyway, good to have you all here. I want to go over a couple other things too. But let's get into this real fast. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Puddin's here. Jeannie's here. Douglas is here. John the Bee is here. Heather Springer. Hey, Gregory. What's up, buddy? Mark Langenkamp's here. Melissa's here. Nathan Nashville. Richard Scott. Debbie Anderson. Stacy Bailey. West Virginia mom. West Virginia Power Mom is here. Horizons in the house. Kimberly Hazard. Johnny B. Bruce is here. Animal Zone's here. Mandy Adams is here. Leanne Sherbick is in the house. And I think that's it for now. At least that's all I see. 42 likes already. Good job, everybody. Obviously, our goal was 100. There it is, right up there. Monica's here. Odiette. Well, thanks for the earlier stream, bringing the magic to each of us at home. Absolutely, Puddin'. It's my pleasure. Scott, welcome in as well. Good to have you here. Happy Sunday to you. All right, so a couple things real fast. We're gonna do the ride stuff first, and then I got an announcement to make. You guys probably already saw it on our community page, our post, but we'll get to that at the end of the night. But I do want to talk a little bit about it. Indiana, Florida, welcome in. Scott Rose, 74K. Victor and Janet are here. David Kish is here. Lovely Ocean Eyes is here as well. Good to see you. There's Matt as well. Matt and both of them are here. Good to have you here. Is that it? Let me just check a couple things real fast, and then we're going to get rolling on none other than the one, the only, It's a Small World. I got a lot to talk about with this ride, too. Appreciate everybody holding on for just a minute. All right. Okay, let's get going. Anyway, Matt, Crystal, good to see you both here. All right, here we go. So let's talk a little bit about the one, the only, yes. We're going to talk It's a Small World tonight. So we're going to talk about a little bit of the history. Obviously, we'll go over the queue. We'll go over the ride. The importance of the ride, the merchandise, is the juice worth the squeeze? We're going to go into all of that as we always do, for sure. And it's going to be a lot of fun. John Curry, welcome in. And you guys are all going to get to vote on what you think, too. Right, let me see what I want to pull up here. All right, so there's the ride. I always like to show the ride. This is one of our streams. As you can see, it's all crooked. Let's talk about the ride. It's a Small World. Look, this is an iconic ride. We know that. But let's talk a little bit about the history. Obviously, it premiered with the 1964-1965 New York World's Fair. That and Carousel of Progress, Walt Disney World brought there. He then took it From there, he brought it to Magic Kingdom. The Magic Kingdom, it's out at Disneyland. It's also here at Magic Kingdom. The Magic Kingdom version is similar to the Disneyland version, but it features, oddly enough, a more efficient queue. And of course, the queue is indoors, which helps to kind of account for the Florida weather. But this is like, it's an iconic ride. And we're going to talk a lot about that in a little bit here. And I want everybody else's opinion on it. And I want you to be honest with what you really think of the ride. But again, the one big difference, because I've seen both for me, the one difference I see about out in California to the Florida one, is the California one very subtly adds Disney characters to the ride. Different areas. Alice in Wonderland's in there, Moana's in there, Aladdin's in there, Pinocchio's in there. It's a good idea. I wish they would do that here. Hey, Matt, welcome in. Stephanie Danielle, welcome in. We just got done eating dinner, so I apologize. But anyway, so let's talk a little bit about this, because I want to kind of get into it. And again, I want your opinion on it, of what you think. Now, what's the first thing we always talk about? We always talk about the queue first. So let me get the poll up and running here as we talk about the queue. Oh, wait. I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. I got to get this out of here. Get out of here. Poll. That's what we want. I wish there was a better way to do this. But I do. I want your opinion on these, okay? You guys got to give your opinion on it. The queue. Let's talk a little bit about the queue at It's a Small World. And there's the poll. All right, you guys can vote. Okay, so the queue. Here's the thing about the queue, in my opinion. The queue is indoors, which is great. It's as soon as you get past the upstairs part, that's just all switchbacks, it starts to get a little bit cooler. You can feel a little bit of air conditioning. The best part about the queue at Small World is you are definitely out of the elements. If it's raining and you're in the line, you're underneath. You're covered. You're going to be okay. I think one of the downfalls to this queue is there's not much to it. Other than what you can see on the screen right now, the colorful little area there they have there. And every 15 minutes when it opens up, for like every 15 minutes on the hour, it opens up and does that little bit of a show. That's okay. I don't mind that. It's not the best queue out there at all. But I think the queue is okay. It's not a great queue. I don't think it's a terrible queue. I think it's all right for me. Where is my post here? I'm going to give you guys what I put as my reason. Where'd it go? All right, so there's mine. I find it to be poor. I think overall, I'm not the biggest fan of this queue. I think the queue could be better. I think there's other aspects and elements of it that they could do, in my opinion, to make this queue better. Remember when, and I'm sure you guys all remember when the queue, all that stuff behind us that's up there used to all be white? It wasn't even colorful. Back then, they even did that where they didn't even have color. They just added color to it. What, like a year ago? Yeah, the clock, Kim, I agree. The clock is definitely the best part of this queue, for sure. In my opinion, I agree 100%. Kimberly says, my father saw that ride at the World's Fair, and it was always his favorite ride. There you go. See? It's a budget queue. I don't know. I don't know what it is, Mark. I don't know if it's a budget thing or not. I mean, they had the budget back then. I don't know. Oh, you mean it's a budget queue. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a very good queue. Kendrick, welcome in. Matt, Simba 2, welcome in. I agree, Matt. I do think that the queue out in Disneyland's a little bit better. It's outside. Maybe that's why, to me, it's a little bit better, because it's different. Ann LaBelle, welcome in. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's really, if I'm out there all the time, maybe it's not better. I don't know. But I agree. I tend to think it is a little bit better. It'd be less excusable if the queue didn't move pretty fast. Well, that's true, too. I mean, I think, you can get a lot of people on these boats. So, the in and out of all the people, the capacity for the queue is pretty cool. It moves very, very quickly, for sure. But for me, the queue it's poor. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of the... Maybe at best it's an okay because of what you're seeing right now. When the clock does its little thing That's cute. That's okay. I don't mind that. Hey, Doug, welcome in. Nick, welcome in. Sympathy Do Doug and Movie Mania Nick. Good to have you here. Again, I just think this is a poor cue to me. I think it could be a little bit better. Lovely Ocean Eye says, being out of the weather, hot, rainy, that is a huge deal for me. Yeah, and I agree. I mean, that your point is, Crystal, your point's made. I get that. Lori, welcome in. Did not even notice the clock until the past year or so, as we had been going a few times a year since. Lori, I get it. Yeah. Disneyland has the clock with the characters and the train. Yeah, animals. Exactly. I know. It's different aspects of it that are better out there than there are here for sure. But I don't dislike the queue. All right, so that's the queue. Now, and just as we get into the ride, we might be done talking about this before the ride's even done. But I always got to wait to the person. Magical News Live. What's up, Nick? Welcome in, man. Good to have you here. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the ride itself. Look, I'm just going to put, we'll do the scores right now for the ride. Okay, I'll do the poll just like we just did. Oh, let me end the other poll. You guys, all right, so 45% of you said that the queue is okay. It's not a number, it's not a poor queue, it's an okay queue. And I can get on with that. I can get on board with that. I really can. For me, I still think it's a poor queue because other than the colors and the clock, that's the only thing that even saves it, in my opinion. So let me end that right there. You guys said it's okay. I think it's kind of a poor queue. It could be better. All right, but now let's talk about the ride. I'm going to bring that up. Same basic thing as we just did. Same grading. And I want to hear from you guys on this. There's your poll. So here's mine. I think this ride is great. Okay, please vote, guys. I think this ride is great. I do. Over the years, when we first went to Disney World, when we rode this ride, I didn't like it. I got to be honest with you, I didn't. But as I ride it more and more, I love this ride. I really do. The whole point of the ride, the story it's telling, or what's the word I'm looking for? What's the message it's giving us? I think it's phenomenal. I love just think about how many animatronic dolls are in this ride. There's got to be hundreds of them, right? And all of these are perfectly dressed. They're costumed great. There's so much color in there. The song is iconic. It is. I know it's the same song the entire time. It is what it is. I love every aspect of this ride. All the rooms are wonderfully done. It's colorful. It's a great, great ride in my opinion. To me, it's a 4. It's a great. It is. I'm sorry. And when we go to Magic Kingdom now, almost every trip, not every trip, almost every trip, we're riding this ride. We really like it. But that's me. What do you guys say? I wonder what everybody else is saying. Everybody's saying hi to Melissa. Especially considering it's a very old ride with an old queue, it's good. Okay, there you go. I love it, Debbie says. Hey, Herschel Lenny, welcome in. Stephanie Danielle loves the ride. I think it has a lot of bright colors. I do too, John. Be honest with you, I really do. Ain't Nashville the stuff nightmares are made of. Fair enough, see? And that's fine. I don't know. I like it. I do. Mike Lapine, welcome in. Just wished the Walt Disney World version had Disney characters in it like Disneyland. I agree. If they... And Disneyland, they're subtle about it too. It's not like it's an in-your-face type thing with it out there in Disneyland. They're very subtle about it. If they did that at the Disney World ride and added the characters, I think I would love it even more. Rachel says, a must-do for me. When it was new, it was more novel. It's 2025 now, not 1964. You know what? Here's the thing for me, Bruce. Some things are timeless. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't age. To me, this has aged well. I still think it tells the same story. And I think the story is still relevant today. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't have to have every ride be this phenomenally technological masterpiece of a ride. Sometimes just a basic, subtle ride is all I need. I get what you're saying, but to me, I don't know. It isn't 1964, but you know what? In some ways, I kind of wish it was. In some ways, not always. Heather says we love it, and even though we ride it every time, we notice new things. That's part of it for me too. I can't get in the boats anymore here or Pirates. Oh, Animal Zone, I'm sorry. To improve to be much more acceptable, but there's still that song. I don't know. I like the song. The song doesn't bother me. I guess because I hear it, but I'm not listening to it, and I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at all the different animatronics, all the colors, all the different things. And I think that's why. I don't think of, and it doesn't stick. Oddly enough, and Melissa's in the chat, after I get off the ride, the song's not sticking in my head. It's gone as soon as it's in. Oddly enough. It is definitely a ride I try to do. Kimberly says, Ann says, too much in it was not working when I was there a few years ago. Oh, that's too bad, Ann. It's good if characters were added. It would be great. Yes, Victor, for sure. I love the ride, the music, and the dolls. I just wish they would take better care of it. Yes, Animal Zone. I agree with that. Bruce says, my hack, I haven't gotten to use it yet, is to wear earbuds and use my own soundtrack. All right, there you go. If that's what you want, absolutely. What's up, Keith? Welcome in. Dole Whip Donnie's here, too. Donnie, I don't know if I said hi to you, buddy, but welcome in. And all 100 have shown up in my nightmares. I love it. I love the ride. I really do. Shane Wright, welcome in. Love the colors. Do we need another ride to close and update it or move it to Animal Kingdom? I don't know. I like this ride. Puddin says, Small World's great, and I hope Disney doesn't decide to take it out. Well, we're going to talk about that, too. That's one of the things we're going to vote on. But I don't know. I really enjoy this ride. It doesn't stick in my head. We enjoy it. I think it's a classic, iconic ride. It shows what the rides were like during simpler times when this was considered one of the state-of-the-art rides. And I still think it marvels to this day, all the animatronics. The different animatronics are doing different things. There's things way up high. There's things way down low. Just like somebody said earlier, I find something new every time I ride this ride. I think it's great. Nick says, as everyone knows, this is one of my least favorite rides. I cannot stand the music. The animatronics are okay, but I will skip this every time. Nick, I totally get it. And that's why I like the votes. You know, everybody's going to vote. Everybody's saying it's good. 39% say it's good. 35% says it's great. I guess Nick's in the poor category with the 9%. I don't mind this ride whatsoever. I really don't. All right, I'm going to end it right there. So you guys all say it's definitely a good, almost a great, not quite a great. Walt sings it. Yeah, and I do. I guess that's part of it. Maybe that's part of it too, Jeannie or Debbie. Maybe that's part of it too, is because when I'm on there, I sing my own lyrics. I have fun with it. You know, I enjoy it. A lot of times I'm on it with you guys. That helps too. Don't get me wrong. It definitely does. That helps too. Now I want to talk next about, and this is the one I think is going to be the one I'm really interested to see how everybody votes. And that's on, is the juice worth the squeeze? How long are you waiting for this ride? There it is, right there. Is the juice worth the squeeze? How long are you waiting for this ride? Now, for as much as I like this ride, okay, if this ride is out the door, okay, now I'm trying to think of this. Now remember, I'm trying to think of this. I say this every week. Hey, Jonathan Chong, welcome in. Brandy Baez, welcome in. Good to see you. My family always bets if the hippo's eyes are blinking or not. All right, so here's the thing. If I'm looking at it as a once a year person that comes down, not somebody that lives down here, because I think they're two different things for me. Living down here, if it's more than 20 minutes, I'm probably not going to do it, okay? But if I'm coming down once a year, okay, and it's busy, I'm doing, this is the one, this is what I'm doing. Where'd my vote? Let me get my voting up here. Hold on. And again, I want to hear from you guys. What are you going to do? I'm going to do 20 to 30 minutes. It's not going to be 10 to 20. For me, if it's my vacation and this is my only trip down this year, I got to ride Small World and I got to wait something. And I'm willing to wait 20 to 30 minutes for me. I have to look at it like that. I'm looking at it as this is my only trip. If I don't ride it this year, I'm not going to see it again next year. Donnie says 10 to 20, and that's being generous. 82 Airborne, welcome in. Nate in Nashville says, does the animatronics really run 24 hours? Or is that just something my dad used to tell me? I think he's just telling you, Nate. I don't think they run them all the time. See, look, Heather Springer says 30 to 40 for us. If the queue is up on the ramp, we're walking past it 10 to 20 for us. I get it, Victor, and I'm okay with that. I totally get it. But again, and it's legitimate with you guys because you guys are people that only come down once a year. I totally understand that. You know, for me, if I'm only down once a year, I'll wait 20, maybe 30. I'm not waiting more than that. As a person that lives down here, I'm not waiting more than 10 or 20. I agree. If it's upstairs, up on the upside, on that almost the outside queue area, I'm not waiting. But it usually moves very fast. It's a high capacity ride. It gets a lot of people in. So usually that line isn't that long. Even on busy days, you'll see it up on the upstairs part of the queue, and it still says it's 20 minutes, 25 minutes, which really is very reasonable. But again, that's just me. Coach N, welcome in. I fear waiting 20 to 30 and then getting stuck on the ride for 20, which will result in me needing a therapist. I love this ride. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I don't know why. The music doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. Mandy, that's a good one. Mandy says she could spend the day going back and forth between this ride and Peter Pan's Flight. If I'm not in the sun, wait times don't matter to me. See, 82, there you go, 82 Airborne. That's great. I can't say that. If I was on this ride and it got stuck listening to the music, I would jump ship. Nick, you're funny, man. Oh, you're so funny. All right, let me end the poll. So you guys, nobody's waiting. Ultimately, nobody's waiting. 10 to 20 minutes for you guys. Nobody is waiting for Small World. All right, here we go. Couple more things I want. The last one is the big one, but on this, I want to talk about this next one. I'm interested to see how everybody votes on this because I think this next one is really going to be an interesting one for everybody. Let me put it up here. There it is. Merchandise. Merchandise for Small World. What do you guys think about the merchandise for Small World? Poor, okay, good, great. What do you think about the merchandise on this? Dougie, welcome in. Misread this as burns down, and I was so excited. Oh my God, Dougie, you're so terrible. This ride is an absolute classic, man. I'm sorry, Dougie. We're gonna agree to disagree on that. I think you guys take this ride a little too serious. You got to take it for what it is. I love this ride. All right, let's talk about this for a minute. Merchandise. I'll put my score up, and then I want to see what your guys' scores are. I'll put it down here. Merchandise is okay on this ride. And here's why. There's just not enough of it. It's that simple. When they do Small World merchandise, I love it. The ornaments we have for Small World are phenomenal. We love the ornaments we have. We've seen a little bit of shirts here and there. Some other things. I think there was a bag one time that Melissa almost got. When they actually do Small World merchandise, I think it's absolutely fantastic. We love the merchandise. David Kish, welcome in. Yes, exactly, Jonathan. Welcome in. Cynthia, Candy Mom, our first members here as well. See, I disagree. I love the merchandise. I do. I think there's so many different aspects of the merchandise that when they do it, it's really, really nice. The problem is they hardly ever do it. There's never that much merchandise for this ride at all. But when they have it, I think it's fantastic. Spaceship Ears, welcome in. Oh, it is a small world after all. We literally said it today. We were in the park I'll tell you this story real fast. We were in the park. We were in Epcot. We were over at Epcot. We were in line with friends waiting to see Dopey because Dopey's an annual pass holder meet and greet. And we're just standing there. I'm talking to Melissa and somebody behind me goes, "Whoa!" And it was Meg from Mickey's Magic. She just happened to be in line behind us. We didn't even know she was in the parks. She goes, "Oh my God!" And we turned around. There she is. We got to talk to her and her boyfriend and all that. And we looked at each other and go, "Oh my God! It's a small world. What's going on?" So it's true. Mark, I agree. Mark says he doesn't recall ever seeing merchandise for the attraction. Very little, Mark. And I think that's the problem. That's why it's okay for me. When they do it, it's great. But they barely ever have any merchandise for this ride. First off, it's a really long ride. It's got tons of animatronics. Okay, the song, they keep repeating the song. But they're repeating it. There's a message there. It's talking about how we're all ultimately connected. No matter if we're in the United States or as far away as the Netherlands or Australia or New Zealand. We're all together. We're all connected in some way. What's up, Keith? Welcome in. But they never do any merchandise. The little bit that we've seen, we loved it. We did. We really liked it. But they never do merchandise. I just don't understand it. I think it's a miss for them. It's a missed opportunity. People would love it. I think people would love it if they actually came out with a line of merchandise for Small World. I know we would definitely be interested in it, but that's just me. And you guys are all saying it's poor. I want to know why. Why do you think it's poor? Because you don't like the ride? Like Dougie, I get it. Dougie doesn't like the ride. He's not going to like the merchandise. Totally get it. Is that why everybody else says it's poor? Nick. Well, that was the Sherman brothers, so you'll have to talk to them. Yeah, exactly, Victor. That's the thing. I think it's a missed opportunity for this ride. I think this ride could have merchandise and it would sell. I don't know why they do it. I mean, for crying out loud, I don't know. I just think it's a miss. Like for instance, another missed opportunity for Disney. I'm not going to get into it because we haven't gotten to that ride yet, but I'll just say it right now because I'll forget. Big Thunder Mountain. That's another one. I would love Big Thunder Mountain Railroad merchandise. I would love it. Why don't they have it? I don't get it. Yeah, not enough merchandise for the ride. All right, like a clock tower popcorn bucket. Exactly, Ian. Exactly. Exactly, Cynthia. To me, there's just not enough of it. Dougie, you're funny. Who that, Dave? Welcome in. Dougie, yeah, he cracks us up. Missed merch opportunity to sell dolls of the world to the little girls. Could be. Well, even that, it's just different things. Like they did have a couple years ago, they came out with a Small World ornament set. We bought it right away. We were like, oh my God, I love this. We bought it. We have those ornaments on our tree. We have the Hallmark had a Small World thing. What was it, Leanne or Heather or somebody got it for it? I can't remember who it was, and I apologize. Sent it to us as a gift. We love it. It's fantastic. I don't know. I just think it's a missed. For me, it's a missed opportunity. I think it's an absolute missed opportunity. Yeah, I mean, you do exactly 82 Airborne. That's exactly right. There's so many different ways you could have. It could say it's a Small World in that language with a picture of the doll, guy or girl, whatever, it doesn't matter, on the shirt. Kind of like they do with the Mickey shirts right now over in Epcot. All 11 countries, they have Mickey dressed as that country, and it says the country underneath of it. They could do something like that. Kate, welcome in. Kate, Cat Lady. I'm sorry, I keep saying it wrong. Cat Lady, welcome in. But I think merchandise could be a bigger hit for them if they just took the time to do it. Find a store close by, find a way to connect the store to it. They just don't, and I think it's a missed opportunity for them. Jonathan, the popcorn bucket would fly off the shelves. I got lucky with anniversary park pins showing up local. I think it would totally fly off the shelves. Dougie, you're funny. Hey, Joe, welcome in. White t-shirt with a pocket, and it says it's a small world. Exactly. There's just so many ways, Joe, they could go with this. A winking hippo bucket, right? I'm telling you, Cynthia. So many different ways they could go with the merchandise that could make a lot of money. And even Dougie's playset could work. It really could. I don't know. I think they're missing out. Just my opinion. I think when we get the again, I know I'm beating a dead horse here. How are we doing on likes? 85 likes. We're 15 away. But to get back to it, I don't know. I just think it's really. What am I doing here? Hold on, gang. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my screen back to where I want it to be. All right, there we go. Okay, last thing we're going to talk about on the ride, and then we're going to pick for next week, and then I want to go over something else, non-related to It's a Small World that I think is very important. Dougie, actually, you're right. That could be fun, though. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. All right, last thing is, let's talk about, and I want everybody to be honest about this now. Okay? Now it's time to talk about the impact and importance of this ride. And I'm getting the poll ready now. All right, here we go. The importance of the ride. Okay, I think this is it's something that's got to be discussed. How important is this ride to the overall history? Its impact to the parks, its impact on Disney culture, its impact on the park itself. Where are you guys? Hey, Christina, welcome in. Dougie, have a good night, buddy. Dougie, are you coming back in 140 days? Dougie, you're funny. Welcome. Dougie, that's amazing. Let us know when you're back. All right, importance. Jonathan. You know, so for me, I got to be honest. I can't. You can't get rid of this ride ever. People are upset that Tom Sawyer Island and the riverboat are going away. You get rid of Small World, and there's a mutiny with Disney. I just can't see how you get rid of this ride. This ride is iconic. It's quintessential Walt Disney. It really is. It was at the 1964-65 New York World's Fair. It's one of his first projects he ever did. How do you not love this ride? Is so iconic. There's no way this ride can go away ever. I don't care what they're putting there. I can't see it. You just cannot get rid of this ride. You know, not every ride, first off, let me just say this. Not every ride can be a high-intensity technological marvel ride. They just can't do it. It's impossible. Even especially in today's world where everything breaks down anyway because it's too complicated. The systems can't handle it. Diana, welcome in. Jackal Monkey, what's up, Sean? It's Small World is like my favorite saying. It's been real. It's been fun. But it hasn't really been fun. Hasn't been really fun. I don't know. I don't know how you get rid of this ride. I just don't. There's so many aspects of it that if you take out, let's say they had different music in different rooms. Okay? Then this ride's a masterpiece at that point for a lot of people. I think it's the music, hearing the same song over and over, that gets a lot of people uninterested in this ride. I can look past that. Maybe that's part of the reason why it's not bad for me. That's just my opinion. Oh, it's totally fine, Nick. I totally get it. Oh my God, I love Small World. One of my favorites. I wish they would bring back Toontown. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Shane writes that it's forever, never goes away. Uh, Coach, I'm sorry we missed you, man. Oh, I wish we would have known. I would have loved to have seen you guys. Go Yankees. Yeah. We gave that series away, for sure. Well, we beat Freed. But that's okay. I might tolerate Walt Disney World Small World being removed, but Disneyland needs to stay for all time. Okay, fair enough. At Disneyland Christmas time version of a song is better. See, I didn't know they had that. I don't know. For me, I think this ride has to stay. I would definitely be chaining myself to it. I would be very upset if this ride went away. I just think it's classic. Nice, Dougie. Melissa and I did Caring for Giants. You're going to love it. It's a lot of fun. I didn't realize you were coming for Christmas time. That's amazing. Let us know. We'd love to see you. Well, I'm down in August 19th to 27th. I'll catch up. Please do. Coach, send me a message when you're down. Please send us a message. Let us know you're down. We'd love to at least meet up and say hi. We got to meet some people this weekend. Got to see Teresa Patlan. Got to see Yvonne Garland. And then yesterday, not today. We got to see Meg today. It was great. Awesome seeing folks. Love when folks take time. She's been talking about how she'd love to see you guys again. So if you don't mind, I'll shoot you a message. Of course, Dougie. We'd love to see you guys. Absolutely. So will you let us know as it gets a lot closer, and we'll get something scheduled for sure. Adult man changed himself to small dolls. News at 11. It's true. I'm sorry. It's absolutely true. Sean says Small World isn't the most exciting ride ever, but that being said, it does remind me of Disney World. Guys, like I said, not every ride is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. Not every ride is going to be Rise of the Resistance. It isn't going to be that way. Okay, that's not the point of Walt Disney World. First off, Walt Disney World isn't really supposed to be catered for us, adults. It's supposed to be for the kids. But the kid in us can go and enjoy it as well. That's why there's certain rides for all ages. But there's got to be dark rides. There's got to be slow stuff there. There's got to be just it's just me, like Horizons, World of Motion. I'm sorry those are gone. Kat says, it's definitely an iconic ride, a classic to go on, and you sing the song for hours. See, Kat, that Cat lady, actually, that does not happen to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I move on to the next thing. And a lot of times I'm streaming, so I don't have to think about it. I'm thinking about talking to you guys. And how can we get a hold of you when we are down in August? We would love to see you guys again also. Sean, yeah, just send us a message on Instagram or email us at askmousetalk@gmail.com. There you go. Melissa just posted it in the chat there. All right. So everybody, more than 50% of you are going to be chaining yourselves. You agree with me. You're going to be chaining yourself to the ride. It can't go away. And I totally get it. I would not want it to go away either. All right. So there you have it. I think overall, for the most part, people really enjoy Small World. It's not for everybody. I totally get that. But I do think this is a ride that can never, ever go away. All right. So next thing I wanted to go over with you guys, since I have everybody here, I've got 75 people in here right now. So over the past few weeks, I've been talking to Melissa. I talked about this last night. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more tonight because we're getting a little bit more concrete as to what we're going to do. We've been thinking about possibly doing what's called Mouse Talk Meetup. Okay? Yes, Sean, that'd be great. I'd love for you to meet you all. Again, be sure to send us a message. We'd love to meet up. I'm going to Pirates. Amen, Nick. So we talked about it the other day. We talked about a meetup. I talked to Melissa about it today. We're definitely going to go for this first year. I really would love this to be an annual thing. Okay, I really would. And hopefully over time it'll grow. This first year, we're going to make it just a meetup. Nothing major, nothing that's going to cost a lot of money for folks. Not even a lot of money. Just let's leave it at that. Maybe I'm going into this too much. But anyway, just a meetup. We'd love to have a meetup. I've been wanting to do it for a very long time. Would love to get us all together as a big group. Get everybody to be able to meet everybody, make connections, network, make new friends, put a face with a name. It would be great. And I think it would be absolutely phenomenal. And we would love for you guys to come. So here's what we've done. It's going to be something very informal, but I'm not going to get into that until I have an actual date. Okay? So what I've done is on our community page or on the post page on our channel, I put a poll out there explaining that we want to have a meetup with everybody. I don't have a specific date or a time or anywhere where we're going to meet just yet. That comes after we figure out when we're going to do it. Let's get the when done first. Taylor's World, welcome in. So I put a poll out there right now, and you guys can go out there and do it. I've only seen like 23 votes so far. And I put out there, we're going to have a meetup with everybody. What would be the best time of year for you guys to come out? And I put 4 different dates. I've put October and November of this year, or January and February of next year. What would be good for people if they wanted to come out? Once we get a month, then from there, I'll pick a day. It'll probably be a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday. Try to keep it on the weekends for folks. Probably a Saturday, so you'll have a day in between to either get home or get there. Probably it'll be on a Saturday. But I want to get the month done first. So please go out, vote. It's on the page. If you just go out there, if you go under Mouse Talk, up at the top, they have home, videos, shorts, lives, podcasts, playlists, posts. It's called posts. 25 people have voted so far. So nowhere near enough votes. We want at least 100 people voting as to when it would be good for them. Once they do that, once we get our votes done and we end the poll, we'll go out there and vote, Cynthia. Go out there and please vote. At that point, I will come back. I'll talk to Melissa. We'll get a specific date. We'll get a specific time. We'll get a specific place. And then we're going to come back to you guys. And we're going to do a full stream on this. We'll do an announcement about it to go over specifics. Okay? And then from there, I'm going to need to know from you guys commitments of who's going to be there. If you can't make it, you can't make it. We totally get it. Don't worry about it. But what we're going to do from there is we're going to have you guys, once we pick it, if you guys can come, we want people to say, hey, we're coming. We'll be there. Send us an email to askmousetalk.com, askmousetalk@gmail.com, so we know how many people are coming, so that we have an idea. Okay? Does that all make sense to everybody? You know, right now, October and November, again, I think I only see 25 votes so far. Okay, it's up to 34 votes. And, you know, that's the key. As many people that vote, that's what we want. And we'd love to have a meetup. And, you know, are you renting out your guest rooms? Puddin', I wish I could. I only have 2 guest rooms. Well, we have 4 guest rooms, I guess. This could be a guest room for a night or two. It's an office, but it could be a guest room. Yeah, we're hoping to do it every year. And maybe down the road, you know, this first year, it's going to be something as simple. I'll be honest with you. It's going to be something as simple as, hey, everybody, January 23rd, that's Saturday night. We're all meeting at the boardwalk at the dance hall at 7 p.m. Who can make it? That's just an example, everybody. Okay, that's what this first year is going to be about. It's just going to be something that simple. Okay? After that, I'd like to get into a time down the road where we rent a venue, where we all get together. We'll have tables, we'll have chairs, maybe we'll have a DJ come out, some light foods or snacks, and we can all just have a nice party together and get to know each other, get pictures, get to, you know, spend time together and make it a really nice community. And, hey, Julie, welcome in. That's the key. That's really ultimately where I'd like to go down the road. But I want to get this first year to get a feel of participation. Maybe you guys don't want to be there, and that's perfectly fine too. You know, a lot of folks are like, nah, I like just watching you guys. That's all I need. And then that's okay. It really is. But anyway, that's the plan. I'm going to talk to Melissa more about it. Within the next couple weeks, we'll have an idea. We'll definitely have a plan, and then we'll have a video, a live stream out with that from there, and hopefully we'll get some ideas. But again, I want more than, we have 36 people that have gone out there and voted right now. I would like 5 times as many as that. I really would. I'd like to have several hundred people vote if we could get several hundred people to vote on a meetup. I really would. Just to get an idea, even if you can't make it. You know, 500 people might vote, and then when we ultimately get it done, 20 people might show. That's perfectly fine. Bespoke, welcome in. That's perfectly fine. That's okay. You know, that's okay. But I don't want to waste people's time either. If it's going to be 2 people that are going to show up. I don't want to just have 2 people show up and waste their time. So we'll see. I'm just rambling now. But anyway, I hope you all go out there and vote. I'd love to get a date, time, and place scheduled and set up. And then I think it could be a blast. I really do. I think we could have a good time. We did it one other time before. Chris Dad Builds did it one time where he just said, hey, I'm going to be down at the boardwalk. Would like to have you all come over if you could. He had like 30 people there. That was great. You know? And who knows? Maybe folks show up. Again, you got to go to the posts, okay? You got to go to our homepage. Let's see if I can share this. I don't know if I can show it. Oh, here, let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Right there. See where it says posts on the homepage for Mouse Talk right there? Can you guys see that? That posts. Go right there. And if you go right there, you'll see the poll. Can't miss it. So just go to the homepage. Let me bring it up again. Go to that area that's highlighted that says posts. And once you get there, you'll see it. And it'll say Mouse Talk. And it's that simple. All right, gang. Well, that's going to do it. Let's pick our... All right, here we go. We're going to pick out our next week ride or attraction. Who's it going to be? Let's see. Well, who are we going to talk about next week? Thanks, Kimberly. Appreciate you voting. All right, here we go. I've got it. Right? Which one? All right, let's take this one. All right, here we go. Next week. This is going to be... We'll be quick next week. Barnstormer! Got to do it. Whichever one we pick, that's the one we got to do. So we're going to be doing the Goof Troop next week. We're going to be talking Barnstormer. It should be some pretty interesting conversation on the Barnstormer. I'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll get everything together. And that'll probably be a 20-minute stream. Anyway, all right, gang. Look, that's all for tonight. I appreciate all of you. We got to go in the other room. We're getting ready to watch The Gilded Age. We like The Gilded Age. It starts at 9 o'clock. Season 3. But please, go out there and vote. We would, man, if we could get... Even if we got 20 people that showed up to the meetup, that would be amazing. We'd have a blast. We'd all intermingle, have a good time, talk. Maybe take one big group photo, you know, spend an hour or so together, a couple hours, and call it a night. But it could be a lot of fun. Greta Williamson, welcome in. Noel Ash, welcome in as well. Everybody's coming in now. Now we're leaving. All right, gang. Hope everybody has a good night. Enjoy your evening. Please get out there and vote. Once I'm going to give it a couple days, probably give it the rest of the week. I'd like to get a lot of voting in there if I could. And hopefully we'll have some people come out. It'd be great. We don't need tons of people. It just would be nice to get this off the ground and try to get some people together. Davy Crockett, welcome in. Second time. This was fun. Or first time. Well, welcome in, Dave. Good to have you here. Hope you subscribe to the channel. Anyway, all right, gang. Have a great night. We'll see you all on Tuesday. Hopefully at Magic Kingdom. At the very least, I'll be right here. But we'll see you guys then. Please go out there and vote. It's going to be a blast. We're going to get this all together. A Mouse Talk meetup. All right, gang. Have a great night. Till next time. Take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, gang. Have a good week.